This is the lesson number 2, the story of creation. And as we gather the circle together, we can start our time of worship by saying, "The Lord be with you," and teaching everybody in our circle to respond with the words, "and also with you." Watch where I go to get this lesson so that anytime you want to use it, you will know exactly where it is. This is the one for today. Yes, everybody needs to be ready. What is the biggest present that you have ever received? Those are really big presents. They are wonderful, wonderful presents. Did you know that some presents are so big that it's really hard for people to even notice them? In order to notice the really big presents, we have to go all the way back to the beginning, or maybe even a little bit before the beginning. In the beginning, there wasn't really very much, was there? In the beginning, there was nothing except for God and God's enormous smile. And then God spoke, and there was light. And the light was separated from the darkness. God spoke and gave us the gift of light. Now, I don't just mean the light in this room or the light that's in the headlight of a car. I don't just mean the stars in the sky or the moon or even the sun. I mean light. Everything that was light was given on this day. And God looked, and God said, "It is good." And that was the end of the first day. Now, on the second day, God gave us the gift of water. And I don't mean water in a glass, or water in a bathtub, or water in a pool, or even water in a lake, or even water in the whole ocean. I mean water. Everything that is water, God gave us on that day. This is the water from which all of the other water comes from. And God spoke and created an expanse between the waters above and the waters beneath. And God called this expanse sky. And God saw that it was exactly as God had wanted. And that was the end of the second day. And God looked at it and said, "It is good." On the third day, God gave us the gift of dry land. God divided the waters and the dry land and gave us green and growing things, the beginning of all the green and growing things. And when God saw the dry land and the waters separated from the dry land, God said, "It is good." And that was the end of the third day. On the fourth day, God gave us the gift of day and the gift of night. God gave us a way to count our days. Here is the great light that rules the day, and here is the great light that rules the night, the moon and the sun. And when God saw the day and the night, and the great light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night, it was the end of the fourth day. And God saw it and said, "It is good." Now, on the fifth day, God gave us all the creatures that swim, the swarms of living creatures. Then God spoke and gave us all of the birds that fly, and they swarmed in the sky. When God saw all of the creatures that were swimming in the sea and all of the birds that swarmed in the sky, God said, "It is good." And that was the end of the fifth day. Now, on the sixth day, God gave us all sorts of animals. There were two-legged animals and four-legged animals. And God saw that the animals that He created were very good. But God wasn't quite finished making things. What could be left for God to make? God spoke and created people, men and women. God made them in God's very own image. God told the people that everything that God has made was a gift for them, a gift to take care of. God saw everything that God made and said, "It is very good." And that was the end of the sixth day. On the seventh day, God rested from making things. Is there no gift for us on the seventh day?